Look at us, working together again, being targeted by a homicidal maniac.
What's going on?
Don't hurt my son. Take upstairs.
Split up? Have you guys never seen a horror movie before?
Arrow. All new this Monday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
How's it going, Vigilantes? Welcome to a brand new Arrow Season 7, Episode 13 trailer breakdown. Now, this is for the episode titled The Star City Slayer, I believe. And that trailer looks pretty cool. That played at the beginning of this video. After such a cool episode last week, I'm ready for something like this. You know, we've got kind of a mystery as to who he is. I know instantly some people are going to be saying Stanley, but I'm just not entirely sure about that. But we'll talk about that in a second. But just before we dive straight into this breakdown and talk about all of the creepy stuff that could be going on this episode, I want to ask you guys, I hate asking at the same time, to smash that like button. It really does help show your support for the channel, helps this video get out there, and it just really does help the channel grow. Every single one counts, and if you go on to enjoy the video anyway, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button, and obviously subscribe if you're brand new and you want to see more videos like this. But let's get straight into the synopsis of this episode, so we can just get a bit more context as to what is going on. The team is targeted. Oliver and Felicity are disappointed after they learn that William is hiding something from them. Waiting to focus on his family, Oliver steps back from his Green Arrow duties and lets the team take over tracking down a serial killer. However, when the team becomes targets for the killer, things take a bloody turn. Now, this is quite an interesting synopsis, just because the first line there, and I will get to the actual, you know, the Star City Slayer stuff in a second, they're disappointed after they learn that William is hiding something from them. Or what is he hiding beyond what he told Felicity last episode, that he was expelled from boarding school but still somehow managed to stay there? That's still gonna, you know, confuse me. But what else could he be hiding? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe, I mean, they did show that he's getting a bit more tech savvy. In the future, we know he's like, you know, just as good as Felicity or something. Maybe she is better, but you know what I mean. Maybe he's hiding that he's done something more techie-wecky, but he is very going through this almost teenage angst at the minute. Kind of reminds me of what Bruce went through in Gotham last season, if I remember correctly. But either way, you know, I guess from the promo photos as well, we see that Oliver and William are kind of, you know, talking it out, and there's going to be a bit more drama there. I know some people don't like the family drama, but at least there's no illicity stuff going on at the minute, and I'm not too against the whole William going through some stuff. The story is there. The fact that he was left there when things had settled down, now he's only just come back. Things like that, I get it. And judging by the synopsis as well, everyone, you know, Oliver stays at home to kind of deal with all this kind of stuff, and the team becomes targets for the killer. This goes back a few episodes, a couple of episodes, I think. If you remember 2 episodes ago, Laurel and Dinah were both getting messages, and I was kind of just put on pause for the Emerald Archer episode, which was this week. But, you know, also in the Emerald Archer episode, the documentary episode that we just got, and by the way, review is in the cards above and in the description below, which it should be anyway. Check that out if you haven't seen it. I believe at one period in that episode, they did say that there's this killer going around or something like that, and maybe it was the same killer. Just wanted to chuck that in there if it was just a little cue for this episode in the previous episode. But I think inadvertently, with Oliver staying at home, we get that part in the trailer as well, where it seems they're at home, William, Felicity, and Oliver, and that's when maybe the serial killer comes in to their apartment. Now, there are other places towards the end where it seems Team Arrow is investigating the serial killer, the Star City Slayer, shall we say. And that obviously seems to be in like maybe a creepy house, maybe the place he's hanging out, doing all the kind of investigations on Team Arrow. We see the photos on the wall. So maybe Oliver does overpower him here and he kind of escapes, and they still have to all go out together towards the end of this episode, and that is where Shite goes down with Dinah's neck, and it looks like it might get cut, giving us that future scar that she has. But I'll get to that in a second. So right at the beginning of the trailer, kind of getting to that beginning part, we see the serial killer writing out this message saying, "I'd kill you." It says I'd kill you all. So I'm guessing maybe before that says, "I told you I'd kill you all," or something like that. So this goes back to those messages I was talking about. We see Dinah and Team Arrow just in general in the SCPD. Don't forget that they've all been deputized now. They've all got badges, so they can literally walk in the SCPD, look at any investigations. They're basically vigilantes, but now they have complete access. They don't have to do what, you know, you did through seasons 1 to 4, get, you know, Papa Lance to give some info. They are vigilantes with full access to the SCPD, which is very interesting. And it goes wrong at some point because we know vigilantes are apparently responsible for the fall of Star City, but that isn't what we're talking about. Either way, let's celebrate Team Arrow being back together here. Even Diggle is out of Argus. We see Renee pick up a message, I assume from the serial killer. Zoe's there. He's probably thinking we need to get Zoe to a safe place because this isn't good. And the reason why, I just want to put this out there now as well, I don't necessarily think this is Stanley. They could be using a body double. That's first of all why I don't think it is. We don't get mega good looks at him here, but that doesn't necessarily look like it could be Stanley under that kind of mask he's wearing. It generally could be another serial killer. Now, obviously, a lot of people are thinking this could be Stanley since he escaped Slabside, and we know he has murdered. And, you know, it would offer that natural storyline into him getting revenge against Oliver Queen. Oh, look, he got out of Slabside. Oh, look, he's working for the SCPD now. Oh, he's got it all good. He betrayed me in Slabside, so, well, in his mind anyway. So I'm going to get revenge on him. So I'm not discounting Stanley. I'm just saying that whoever they're using under the mask here, maybe it's deliberately done. Doesn't look like Stanley, at least not to me. But I'd love to know your ideas down in the comments below. Type it as you're watching this video even, who you think this could be. We get that moment we were talking about briefly earlier in this video where Oliver and family are in his apartment, I'm guessing, and the killer is there and he's like, please just don't hurt my son. Oliver would do anything or sacrifice anything or himself if it meant just getting William out of there. And I'm guessing this takes place after they're kind of going through whatever argument they were probably having together. But here we see Dinah, Diggle, Renee, and even Curtis in, like, I believe the serial killer's hideout, this kind of place. I'm not sure exactly where it is. It looks like quite a big place. I'm not sure if it's a familiar place we've been before on the show. Essentially, there's a whole bunch of fast clips going by as they've split up in the house. The serial killer is lurking around. It's kind of funny. We've got lots of vigilantes here and then a guy just probably wielding a knife. I don't probably think he's combat trained or anything, but hey, he can oppose Team Arrow in the dark. But the most interesting part of this trailer is, guys, when Dinah turns around, you get a very, very, very subtle look at the killer's kind of mask there. It's very, very creepy, I think. But in the background, you can see that this room is full of pictures of Team Arrow, I believe. We see Dinah on the left, could be other people on the right there. But anyway, it's very interesting that they actually showed her throat getting slit in the trailer. I think that couldn't be mistaken for anything else. Now this opens that future storyline, as I said, to where Dinah in the future has a scar. We've never seen her use a Canary cry in the future. That doesn't mean she can't use it. That's the very interesting thing I'm looking to get to the bottom of in this episode. She'll obviously survive. This is a problematic thing with the flash forwards. At the same time, we know she's fine. But the question is, can she use a Canary cry? She might not be able to use it, but if she can, if she uses it, does it hurt her when she uses it? So she can only use it sparingly. Things like that are very, very interesting. And also we know that Renee and Dinah had a fight between each other. Maybe the reason why Renee was able to, like, you know, hold up a battle against her is because she couldn't just blast a Canary cry out and send him flying. Things like that I like to just think about when thinking about these things. We got that a couple of episodes back, that info, in case you're wondering, that Dinah and Renee for some reason have a little bit of a battle between each other in the future. As for the promo photos, as I said, it doesn't show massive amounts. We see Oliver and William like talking at the apartment. We see the very same shot of just before the serial killer comes in and Felicity looks terrified of their meeting Dinner. So this must be moments before that happens. Other shots are just showing Oliver and Felicity probably talking about what is going on with William and like, how are we going to get through to him? What have we done wrong? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, we need to make William feel better. All that jazz. Let me know if you're looking forward to that or not, or if you don't mind it, kind of like I do. But the other stuff we've got in the promo photos is of the rest of Team Arrow investigating the house where the serial killer seems to be lurking around and where Dinah will unfortunately suffer not a fatal injury, an injury on her neck that might make her lose her Canary cry. In the trailer, we also saw this moment here where this like little clapping monkey lands on the piano somehow, and Curtis is holding it here in this promo photo. Sometimes the promo photos, you know, are cool because they're really high quality images, but they are just promotional. You know, sometimes they don't really show much more than the actual promo / trailer itself. We do get Diggle here looking at a message, so maybe he gets another letter just like what we saw Renee got in the trailer. Probably everyone gets another one saying, by the way, I warned you, but I'm coming for you again. But I'm coming for you now. But aside from that, guys, let me know what you think of this episode. Are you excited? I think I am. You know, it's always nice having one of those just random, oh, who is this killer? How did he get out of this one? Why is he doing it? Is it a similar storyline to the anti-vigilante at the end of, well, in last episode in the documentary of Emerald Archer? Is this guy just trying to kill them? Whereas in the Emerald Archery as a fan and he wanted the Vigilante masks? Is this guy just killing them because he wants to and he hates Vigilantes? Is it Stanley? I don't know. Maybe. I feel like it's too obvious. Doesn't look like Stanley, but then again, body double, stunt double, blah, blah, blah. Might be. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, guys. And like this video. I know I've already said it, but especially if you've got this far, like it if you did enjoy it. It really does help out the channel. So thank you so much if you go ahead and do that. Links, as always, are in the description down below to my social media, to my Instagram, and stuff like that. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you Vigilantes in the next video. Goodbye.